This is my speech for Mr. Ferretti's class. So, I've been around cattle my whole life. I've always been living on my ranch. I've always showed steers and all this other stuff. So, cattle derive from two basic breeds. You have Bos Taurus, which means any continental breed or breed from really like Northeast Asia, England, cooler temperature, cooler climates. That would be a Bos Taurus, and they are thicker, more muscular, wider, shorter, but stockier than a Bos Indicus. And Bos Indicus would be like a Brahmin, or they have big humps on their necks. They have the rig, round humps, or sometimes they even have like little humps, depending on the breeds, like a Santa Gertrudis or like a Beefmaster per se. But when they are like that, they are meant for warmer climates. So like, if I wanted to choose two for down here, I would choose Bos Indicus because they are meant for warmer climates, and they're better for hotter temperatures, of course. Bos Taurus have real long hair. They have a lot of fat. They have a lot of cover on them, which makes them real hot. So of course they're better for cooler climates. But for showing, or for shows, for FFA or livestock shows, you would to get a better chance at winning grand overall, to beat everyone, you would want a Bos Taurus, or thicker, bigger, wider cattle produce more meat. So then here comes a question. Well, what do you call cattle? What do you call a male that is old, or what do you call a female that hasn't had birth yet, and all that stuff? So you start off with calves. Calves are when a cattle is just born. Cattle that's just born is a calf. So then once you go from that, you have heifers and bull calves. A heifer is a unbred female. So a female that has not been bred yet, that hasn't had any babies or anything like that. And a bull calf is a bull that it's a bull calf. It's still intact. It still has its testicles, and it's a calf. So it's a bull calf. Then females, they usually turn into cows, or well, when you breed them, they become a cow. So once a female is bred, it is considered a cow, and before it is bred, it is considered a heifer. Then you have steers. Steers are males that have been cut or have been castrated. They no longer have their testicles. So a steer, and you might be asking why would you castrate? Why would you take their testicles off? And simple reason is safety. When you own a big cattle operation with hundreds and hundreds of heads of cattle, and you have a bunch of heifers, cows, bulls together, that's not going to work, because bulls have all that testosterone. They want to mate. They want to mate with the heifers and cows. And it makes it dangerous for all the workers who are trying to separate them, divide them, move them to where it's supposed to go and all that. So when you castrate them, it really takes away all that testosterone. And it also keeps the meat tender because there isn't so much testosterone, so they're not getting so bulky and big. They're more getting cover and big. They're still getting muscle, but they're getting more cover to help, keep the meat good. So that's the main reason why you would cut a steer and then or keep it a bull. I'm sorry. And then when you're showing cattle, there's two different divisions too, for like livestock shows and FFA events. So you have market shows and you have breeding shows. Breeding shows are either you're going to be your bulls and your heifers. You can actually show bred cows with their babies too, which is a cool little thing because you show it with a mom and like their kid. But in the market show, you have just pure steers. It's just steers, and they categorize everything by weight and by what breed you are. So a lot of steers, most of the steers go to shows. A lot of cattle go into shows, and a lot of cattle go into a lot of feedlots. And that's just where cattle go. And that's basically it.